It is my contention that you know what you want, deep down in your core. The overwhelming majority of all time. You may not be able to put it into words exactly at any given moment, but my claim here is that deep down, you do in fact really know what you want. What I really want is to convince you that this may in fact be what is really going on upstairs, or down in the gut if you prefer. Doubt it at your own peril though, at your own doom. But even to doubt is to first admit that the thought and the feeling was there all along. Welcome back to my video anthology. I'm Man Needs a Code, with a kind reminder not to let anyone tell you what to like or sub to. We get the platform we vote for, though, and the country. In today's work, I'd like to explore for just a bit how we really go about looking for answers, and how rarely they are more toward the truth than the preferred. First point, we scroll the internet with two different brains, and which hand used to scroll absolutely makes a huge difference. The brain does this cool thing where one side controls the other. If most of us are right-handed, and we'll do a left-handed episode at some point, but I'd like to focus first on the matter at hand. If you change which hands you scroll with, and you let the other side of your brain choose food, clothing, any other matter of meaning to you, your results will vary, depending on which hand is afoot. If you don't believe me, go look it up. If you're determined to disagree, however, you'll only focus on what backs your own original thought. Changing our mind isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. Usually, because it involves the lightning of the mind, trying to carve a new path up. That heat takes a toll, and the brain is like a southern gal at a beauty ball who forgot to put on deodorant. When we are sure we're right about something, or certain that they're wrong, we blaze past any voice of dissent, even our own, and first look for any reason why we are still, somehow, correct. Human Nature 101. Why in the world would the internet be immune to this? If anything, it makes it highly more susceptible. We built a left brain world. Data, words, logic, and left behind the true meaning of any of that shit. The reason for the word to exist, not merely its weighted value. Real quick, on weight loss. I get hateful comments about weight sometimes. And you know what I like to do? I'll explain in another video, but honestly, I could give two shits. Because I used to be well over 100 pounds of my current weight. I'm not competing against the world, but merely for myself from the day prior. Maybe a good reminder that that's true for all of us. Making the effort to turn it around is already the first sign that you care enough to try. What if we fail? Good. That's what humans do. We shake it off. Get good rest. Remember to hydrate and then consume something green if we can. We tend to forget that learning means being wrong. Our left brain ego gets offended by that all the time. The right brain doesn't even notice it happened. They need each other, although neither would ever admit it. When we doom scroll, it's because we want to be more depressed. It's a choice we don't know we're making. But in a very real way, we know exactly what the F we're doing. A simple trick to break the cycle is to switch out for your non-dominant hand. Same idea really applies to pretty much anything else in life. If you switch it up, it'll let your two halves work in a novel way that maybe they're both unfamiliar with. And also in a very real way, is you engaging with yourself in totality. I'm a certified special education teacher in 2 states, and one of the most simple things I learned was this. Nonverbal doesn't mean has no words. It simply means can't say them out loud. There are a variety of ways one can convey a message without a verbal word. Our language, before language, was art. From the cave walls to the classroom, every Friday when I teach, it's art day. After all your other work's done, the nonverbal kiddos most look forward to these days. Art therapy works because oftentimes the right side of our brain can be found wanting for the words. It knows them, but the meaning behind them, it's a full brain experience, the truest of the true, the root structure, the between the lines, that ratioed ballet of white space and the dark void. We've been using art as a means of expression since before we left the cave. That bit, let it sink in for a little, like they did with their dried berries and blood that they left up on the wall of honor. It's not meant to be a place of retreat from the storm, but the harnessing of the lightning of the mind and bringing light, birthing shadows form from the very belly. You come from a long line of survivors, artists from forms that today we can only imagine. Maybe someone mocked their cave art. Maybe they used that blood to paint it. And in the human way possible, something inside them reassured them that haters hate. It's their job, after all. One I could never do. What good has the doomer done for society? Do you think they revel in their doom? Maybe. But I have no cynical eye. Therefore, I propose instead that they are lashing out from a place that yearns for better connection in their world. Creation has a funny little habit, you see. When you make something, you evoke a dim burning candle within another. They see in you a part of themselves they are not being true to, that they are not yet ready to be, at least in their own mind. Both of them, really. The blood of time waits for no man. Get good rest. Remember to hydrate. Consume something green if you can. Make good choices. And don't die. You know what you want. When you go about admitting that, that's on you.